Today, we're back and doing another audit of an account on social media to help people build an online brand to 50 to 100K plus a month, working 20 hours a week or less. My goal with everybody that I audit is hopefully this helps you, because I don't know who I'm auditing. They're not necessarily a client of mine. I'm just trying to help build out a whole brand with this person here. If I was them in their shoes, I would try to build out something like that. And then I'm going to kind of give some tips and advice on like how to do it and what I'd give perspective around what they can do to implement to make multiple 6 and 7 figures. So let me give some premise of this, and then I'll dive in and share my screen here and show you the ins and outs of what I would do on this account. First, you need a powerhouse offer. Most of the time, people don't have good offers. They think it's their marketing, they think it's their sales, they think it's, their anything and everything, but it's not their key offer. And it needs to be an amazing powerhouse offer. Many people have the challenge with that. And that's why I have the 10K plus offer challenge that I do. And it's coming up at the beginning of this month. You want to be able to check it out. Link is down below, where I go 5 days in depth to help you know how to build a multiple 6 and 7 figure business, help you know how to price it, how to package it, how to name it in such a way where you can go out even within that challenge and go sell your first or second or multiple high ticket offering that's going to help you crush it. And so let me dive in here with you is make sure the powerhouse offer there, focus on the acquisition channel and then the nurture channel that you do. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen here, and I'm going to show you someone here that I don't know, but hopefully this is helpful for you. Juan Chow. Okay. She's a human potential leadership coach. She has a new account, 200 and something people. Proud of her for getting to going. She has some things around her content, trying to build that authority. I don't know if this is a book that she's written or liked, but let me go over some of these things here. So let me give you some context real quick. As I built a multiple 6-figure agency before I sold it, I knew that I had to build something that was repeatedly. And so I did a website, business, and I built a lot of websites and social media, things like that. But I remember reading Donald Miller's book, The Story Brand, and he talked about this, where someone's website, it's an average of 3 seconds. Isn't that crazy? It used to be 8, now it's 3 seconds. And now when I take that premise and understand this, social media, when someone's on your account, it's milliseconds. Like you're scrolling right on someone on your feed, and you literally have milliseconds to grab attention, let alone someone going to your account. And if they go to your account, they need to know exactly what you do and how you can help them. So right now, she's labeling herself a human potential on leadership coach. But then when I'm seeing some stuff it's off a little bit. So leadership coach, former tech executive, awesome. Helping leaders achieve success and fulfillment. I like that she's leaning forward with the transformation, the help, but it's a little like, what does that mean? Achieve success and fulfillment. It needs to be a little more clear on how to do that. And then a yoga meditation teacher. Awesome. But how does that reference what you do here in leadership? DME coach to live on your own terms. Like, that's cute, but it's not clear on that transformation. And so when I'm looking at accounts like this, like human potential leadership coach, I think we want to focus on like one key driver, not multiple things. So what is human potential? Maybe that's aiming at the yoga and meditation. Leadership, maybe that's leadership achievement because you were a former tech executive. But how will you help someone become a better leader? And how did you have that? So in social media accounts, you want to be able to have like highlights here that talk about like your experience, who you are, your life, the transformation of the clients you worked with. That's what the highlights are for. And then the top 3 pin posts are really important as well to have it. So she has a My Journey, which is pretty cool. Not much in the caption to understand what she does and how she can help. This is like her upbringing, what companies she's worked with. Okay, this is maybe the meditation stuff that she's done, but no call to action at the end of that slide. So I would try to configure that a little bit more of like the transformation there. Let's see what this is here. The book, Happy Marriage and Family. So Tony Robbins' book, she's talking about her family. So a little more about like herself, but is there a call to action? Why not you? Okay. I probably have more clear contact and rate. Those are the only pinned posts there. It looks like she did one thing there, posted one day ago, another day. So 2 posts. 3 posts in one day, 4 posts one day, second day, third day. So she's being consistent. And one day she did a lot. She's done multiple reels, so 3 or 4 reels a day, but it just needs to be clear. So it looks like, I don't know if there's a plan intentionality around the cadence and systemization of like how many reels and stuff you do there. Let's look at some of her stories. Let's go. Talking to the camera is always good. Where you're at, family stuff, that's cool. Books that she's reading, good. Talking to the camera again. Places she's eating, doing, that's fun. I'd look at like call to actions with it. If you want people to come with you, figure out the highlights, the pin posts. That's what I'd look at. Let's look at her website here. Wound daily, unlock human potential, refine the future of work. So again, like you have milliseconds here. I'm not sure how you can help me, right? Or if I was someone that needed leadership coaching and what that is, because it doesn't clarify who you help and how you help them. Like, how do I become a better leader, right? It's not clear on that. And then even here, this is cute, but like daily, like cool, short, to the point, but like join and unlock. Okay, now you give me a price, like, but still, it's like don't try to sell me something yet. Like, tell me why I should do that. So like unlock leadership, how, explore services, join the unlock. I see you. Here's some. Is this testimonials? Here's what to get: weekly coaching, weekly non-negotiables, private online community, guest speakers. Guest speakers, cool. But man, I still don't know how you help me with leadership yet. Like it seems like you have a cool thing going on. Count me in. Okay. $400 a month. Welcome to one. How is your team feeling? Your team deserves to feel. This is new leadership, create culturing a human. And it still doesn't, I still don't know what I'm getting quite yet. Like it needs to be more clear who I'm helping, how I help in. So this is where I'm seeing multiple times, like we got to nail down your offer before we move to things. So it's like unlock human potential driving in the AI world, your founder, certified life coach. Okay, you're a life coach now? And certified, oh, not life coach, leadership coach. Okay. The bio and LinkedIn needs to be like a sales pitch. So it needs to be really clear on like how the next steps, not just that short. It needs to be a little bit longer. Looks like we're cross posting on the content. So good on this. But this about page needs to be like the sales pitch, like the sales offer, almost like how people work with you. Let's click this link here. It's still not clear who you help and how they'll get that transformation. So yeah, that's what I'd work on, is just, it looks like we're being consistent with the content. We're building the account. Looks like she's just starting to do that. So proud of you, Juan. But I would really identify the offer more often than not. When I do these audits where I start working with people, it's just not clear on who you help and how you help. And so that it just needs to really resonate in a power pitch offer, because you have these seconds that people have. And if they're not clear on it, confusion, people just bounce. They won't stay on your website long. They won't contact you. They won't, stick around with your content. It needs to be really clear on what you do and how you help them. And then once you do that, then your nurturing point of stuff, the content that you need to create for one or whoever else is listening here, hopefully this is helpful, is it needs to be directed to your audience of how you can help them. So this could be stories of how you've helped people. It could be, like tips on how to grow. It could be the tools you use, the systems that are going to help you be able to achieve that transformation. There, you just look at what are the things that are going to help this person with to add value. And you at least want to do like a minimum, at least one post a day. Post stories. The stories, think of it as stories should be telling your story about you, how you help people. So people love your standards that you live by. So for an example, for one, she talked about the book she was reading, the places she was going that was interesting as an interesting person with her family, and then things that she was doing, doing those standards are really good with storytelling. And then you also want to have like clear call to actions of how people can work with you. But if you don't have that, and I haven't even looked if she was running any ads or anything, but we got to have like a clear acquisition challenge, channel where we're pointing people to things or resources or free things or, paid ads to get clients, and a clear lead acquisitions channel, a nurture channel like she's doing here, but needs to be a little more clear around the offering and the clients that you work with. And then one powerhouse offer that's going to help people. And really, you need to have more than $400 offering. Like the minimum that you should price something is around like $5,000. Okay, $5,000. minimum for you need to have a high ticket offering, because for you to be able to help people, you can't operate out of lack. And if you're not making enough money, you're not going to be able to help people with your expertise, let alone help them get the transformation that they want. So you got to really kind of build a powerhouse offer. For her, that's what I would suggest. Juan, if you're here and you're listening to this, hopefully this is helpful. Love to work with you. You seem like a great person to work with, and I applaud for the effort you're doing. But just some refinement tips. Hopefully, this is also helping you on this. Again, down below, if you want to be able to build an offering that I help people with, make sure to click down below in the description with the 10K offer challenge that I'm going to help you build and price and package a high ticket offer that's going to help you accelerate. And then other workshops and resources that I have down below, check that out. Make sure to follow along with everything I'm doing here, and we will see you on the next next show.